Me nkasa NPP for a demonstration. No. Me nkasa NPP for a demonstration. No. I will not say that. I Ghana for a demonstration. Tell me pa. Ghana for a demonstration. Because minimum crophobia or munya NPP for demonstration I say no more or masse tuntum ebiase koko. Because o man trasia who say Sania mamuano a kono a mamuano nye papa Sania no ma kono a ya elective dictatorship ya to abama nipa se wo medi enso nipa ne ba wa ba kakai wo yenso o ka asamo a hey ya chew o tro bibia hey ya chew udi atamo a hey ya chew nam say ah na achichira no kra no estate da ben efiri Papa J nyame mfa ne kra ensiye wase NDC fo ano echen acid. I'm not saying it. Papa J wase NDC omano kasa fi kasa kankan kasa apro efiri NDC fo ho and kasa ne ba echen acid ebesa oni padua no.
They scammed everybody.
One more bien and no kasa NPP for the nyansa na ye juma. That means sir asamandu ye kura. Wo ho be kasa me kan ye. Wo maka.
Ne kan na da ho do.
Na ye kan tem didi a bisamampan ni John Dramani Mahama. Estati free hen.
Jenia kasa.
Bisan disi for say ye kan atem didi a estati free hen. Yani kroma Adana Kevin Taylor yan sponsor na manan kansem hu e kroma wa ba ya yetimi ma ne si mu pem gade no a ma ne kokot mi eja no
Akwaya John
Adana Sami Jamfi abrante o gold board wan keka e kroma nsamfo ba no wan keka konto adan sem hunu na wanka wo bi ode alupre beto ho kasa mampanyi na na adofro alupre no a alupre no nku no. A whole sitting president at that time.
Wait.
Will be anti no.
Wait.
School crank kete di mampain and adwatam. Video no koye. National security and coho, police and coho, young foreman kujina court. Now a whole president. Mampain John Dramani Mama. And you on the achim mafia for by achim sakawa by. Yakas will be a sakawa. What you are saying?
Jenia kasa.
So kasa will be a sakawa. What you are saying?
Jenia kasa.
I know the bien no economy stupid.
Jenia kasa.
Hey.
Don't come in the new book.
Hey.
Stupid na edai. Me the minimum stupid the atem.
Hey. Yera Mahama.
But obi amawa. Obi an kabi bia wo krom ha. O kuja to abra kwanom. O tu konom. Samhunu be no mani wo krom ha. Obi aye democracy o democracy na nkyeresa obi impress you one man in some mount dabi aye kabi mamin kabi enti ade na wo ye no enye papa ese nipa and a katrel unye jata
If it is foolishness, it is foolishness. And yet them did you.
and nipa ni katrewa ese wa accept ujetum now say dabi sanya wo di democracy ne kono ekoto gatam. And I Ghana for sure, yeah. Where am I buying my dream? It tells you that 2028 and this poll or mumpel or muko position.
The elephant never forgets.
Papa ne mamiu aye janka ena me boss so a me ne nam aban e de nako in sa own prison. Nti maye janka madwendwen adoso.
Jankaba.
Maye jankaba. Nti bono ano enumere de maye jankaba. Life in
opposition and no matter saying.
Minya Medasi, things are not the same.
Personal life.
Oh, things are not the same. I mean, say unim say buy more, you have good opportunities ube to me a Gavin ye. A memo ya you will me a memo bonny. A memo bonny papa. Nobody would have wished say the new patriotic party should have lost the election because Ghana for bread. Share the level of unemployment. I mean, shall see if you know. There are lots of people of course, a buying a train where a buying another Danko Kufado, a bon homoding a ni dear kakra. Now share 1.5 years a year almost 16 months buying our honoma. Now share pass unemployment to me increase by 8%. Now we are because media measure there UPSA. Na say Oshe at a time Nanado Danko Kufado Amemona Oshe from level 100 Ekosi level 400 now science sube share SS3 Ekosi SS1 no munya and Nanado Danko Kufado students at a stage in one government right from level 400 all throughout to level 100 and from SS3 all throughout to SS1 all of them Sauka 7 years they were all students of Nanado Danko Kufado. Now shepa say ejuma papa na Nado Danko Akufo-Addo aye a wetume de in hyehyɛ to hono mama nkofo akosuku yes science technology engineering mathematics STEM a yede ba ya ne bi ni Ghana da na shepa say abaya ba say so mutumi create jobs na 8% increase inti eya homte and yetoso mienu menua say o hwe bibia ye friend no governance your friend be pillars of democracy.
Okay.
Enema ema democracy no eye fapem.
Ejina
ye. Nedika eye rule of law. Minya enye people of law. Eye rule of law imra ye de be ye juma. Na ohwe yankasa ye mra ye de tutu honom fiti 1992. Na ye dempa say political party and wo ho eye the NPP era. Omo beji multi-party democracy atu. Wa wuti ho ya wenya akwenya wo kasa we radio so can you recruit brebre no one shase a breaking culture of silence but no you would not have been here. Wuti ase people have fought through and the fourth realm of the estate na ye the media no why you didn't do because you see an yeso kasa kakra wa hwe ani abecho me ba ya be try utu me for say hey dog hwe you na and the one kasa ma ya abecho and I'm see eja my ejanke die
eja kamo bro
ejanke die. But yabebo your homodin.
Okay.
Bono, it is too troubling. So too troubling. Inti opposition the enyekra. Meaning I can tell you of
it. Bonnie.
Cancer. Inti say opeso bibenye bikra. It's a brain tumor. Opposition ye tumor. Meaning nobody should ever wish for opposition at all. So inti so sorry anopa na share nkofo efrewo a wonim se ka wa ban mo betumi abuomo. Now buy one no man say buy to me boom now buy a kataneni. Hey, I mean how do we do that?
Right, me ba chofin wa be ken ho about one radio ewo UK Achiaman 87.7 ewo Achim across so community 103.3 ewo Achim da strong 101.5 Achim da Afiema radio 103.3 Kofodia Mining City radio 89.5
no more frame at a stage you're starting 90 Supreme Court presenting your petition. A movie ya ba yoko etwen kakra e man penifo kasa ya ye besin aba jubilino akra fiti afrikiko eba besi cow bank na why man
a block it
yes fiti afrikiko eba besi MTN cow bank why no Celebration Road no thousands of people if not millions thousands of people and na yedikain o man peni John Dramani Mahama Ghana man peni Ghana for do dry to Abamano. Yenim se kabima min kebi amemo yi de. Nanka eye benkum ena nifa. Sani enim no. So kabima min kebi amemo eye benkum ena nifa. Now so Ghana for the two mission nsa. Na two mi de share nsa no. Na etrese senya bekan no fapem ma democracy. Etumi gina ho. Etumi gina ho from 1992. Eba be see Imran and Nado Danko Akufo-Addo Edema John Dramani Mahama Akra Safa Pimni Ebubu. Look, hey, let me tell you something.
Yeah, democracy na say.
Mean your democracy na say. Hey, onim say every election bia ye no. Ye free bibi election observers. Mean ya Africa hanum any West Africa ye won penny for hanum. Na say election observers ba. Na so mo say election no the way I kono wo sitting president. Person be fia konia no so a no mo tufu almost for when you koshe Mali, for when you koshe Niger, for when you koshe Guinea. No more treachery, baby, as I would do when you koshe. I mean, your man penny and another down Kwekufado. Of course, now in the KPC, to me, near breaking 8 and question your pen. And voluntarily, democratically, constitutionally, I cry to me, ma, or man penny John Dramani, ma. Shanife say on the 7th of January 2025, Ghana man penny and another down Kwekufado echo swearing in of John Dramani Mahama. The sitting vice president, Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Nyo took Frankani Amayen 2028 election na yebekono onu so ekoye the swearing in. John Ajekum Kufuor, Ghana man penia obedi so from 2000 eba besi 2009 onu so call swearing in no. Na say say to me wonsa. In fact, significantly of that swearing in, I high mu bebre in the security architecture was the presence of the Burkina Faso president who is a military junta.
And
now we share the days of call you not to share no. Now we share yeah mami vice president, first female vice president who people say na then see why. And you could see the arouse of crowds that were making noise. Na me nia. Say they call in a present a petition. Ya the nyama bebre to grounds of petition. Me wakra tani da me ni.
Right, answer na be call petition the woman no. Matese na ya jantuana beje petition no. Do you see it as disrespect to the NPP and to Ghanaians?
Minia, min penny for bebre akasa, and me dem yakola ami wom. Intim penny for nakasa. Nyomo kanye no ene say, say the seat of government. Ewo members of the seat of government.
Okay. Staffers were
ni di kan odo before staffers kra ni di kan e Ghana man penny a the seat of government na bedi etire e vice president o the seat of government, the chief of staff no so the seat of government, then 2 deputy chief of staffs more the seat of government, and then obviously various officers more honum what you say minim the entia aban e make decision say omuma yankase ye mame nana ya jantoa embeji petition. But let's ask a critical question. Ye nya ye wo Ghana we know ye mame nana ya jantoa. We know say of course aban bia bada ye de omo anomonka political party bi hu ebeka ho meboa. Of course nana do John Ajekum Kufuor aban ye hu say na pekwasi indum eka ho esan say na ye say ye nkabo maban. We know nana ya jantoa as a strong member of the CPP. Anamibwa. Maintain you say we did now say the position and our membership
okay
of CPP.
Okay.
Anamibwa. Iti se petition bisa eba. Oti asiye. Na oye a member of a smaller political party. Now let's make it say the New Patriotic Party is the biggest opposition party in Ghana. Amemo nini akoniana omampeni Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama ewo so oteso ewo Jubilee House no yatra so bi da yakọ honum impre mienu yakọ ho mienu Jubilee House yakọ ho mienu John Ajekum Kufuor de yakọ ho baako Nana do Dankwa Kufuor de yakọ ho baako oti ase iti yatra ho da iti said the biggest opposition party eba naka ebese na afata se wo de ye maame nana ya ajantoa eba na wo de nkofo bi so aka ne ho of course and then they are who da ma yenya afine etwe mu no yante asempa nipa enwotwe eno mo hwe omo nkwa
meba ho
okay iti metumi aka say the government was busy but minia you cannot be busy when the democracy is under attack. Iti kesi say abai prioritizing very well. Of course there is intelligence here ben ya omunim time ayeba bedu onum oti ase iti even if the chief of staff cannot come, there are 2 deputy chief of staffs oti ase there is even the director of operations at the Jubilee House. In fact one person no cry neba ora Kofi Boateng, one person no cry neba, there is a deputy director of operations who is also a politician oti ase
dem say boa paye
ubetumi di naba iti sa ohwehwe na Now share the level of people are almost gather ya. Not all of them are just the New Patriotic Party. Eh, Ghana for nya. Omo wa hutremu omo say, hey, ye here ejuma, ye nyesika enko suku, ye nyesika enko jom, ye nyesika ento tomatoes. In fact, in nya puska. Abai na dada yen. 24-hour economy abai ye hu so she. Adaya no bubu some be 24-hour market. My brother, we don't do things like that in this country. Those I think were the reservations. The party it has no disregard whatsoever for the person of Nanaya Jantua.
Yeah.
It has no disregard. In fact, Nanaya Jantua is a well-respected woman in this country as a politician. What you say? So papa be ya. Now you cannot discount her, especially in these times. You hear in Barbebre in our modern politics, you cannot discount her. So he has no disregard. And I think that the leader of the party, a leader of parliament, Honorable Finomaki, he said, it has no disregard for you as a person. But we are dealing with a state. The state must show that level of
respect,
receptability.
Okay.
What I say, receptability. Because my brother, the leader of parliament, Ubeba parliament, the government business about. So the second leader of parliament, a minority. You cannot have a parliament without minority. Say any papa kokra, meaning is a minority.
Yes.
What I say, the minority leader wo, the deputy chief whip wo, former minority majority leader the general secretary of the party MPs Etiwa MP Abna was there MPs bebre North Nya were there. So it will share the rank and file. Yes, Chairman Sabosu. Yes. If you look at the rank and file of the people that came now, one would have expected say it was reciprocated. And I think say in Kabima Minke Biamemwe, if we express an opinion, we have not heard that the expectation of the party.
No,
the expectation of party, no, and it's a nanka in Yemeya ye. Nanka mophobia. In fact, more added on. In fact, that was all we were trying to say. Add on. And say, and yes, ye kase Yemami Nanaya Jantua etosi. No.
But Obia ni mu do a wa ban mu.
Add on. Because in Yemana Kosono. Yen Ghana, yen NPP for yati Ghana fosu and the idiot sukrum. So what I say, yati Ghana fosu and the idiot sukrum. So he has no disregard whatsoever for Yemami Nanaya Jantua, my who say we granted interview. It was sempa. So I say Nibuefu Kakra. It has no disregard for her. It has no disregard for her. So it really has no disregard for her. It's Mesran so onya butcher. It has no disregard for her. We were there. We conclaved. We made the decision. And I say the leadership must present. What I say because say abai edi benkumba also for benkum nko udi nifani benkum nebeko na wache so ubu Ghana for. So that's what we did because I'm coming here with the greatest of respect. Now yes you betumi afa any member of the demonstration say onko presenting. But in same na what petition him no ehu here enutina minority leader
Afenyo Markin
who is part of government business. So who in the same parliament. Now minority for my brother, you have an unpopular government. It's in your there from the side of government, which is the government led by John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, Ghana Mampeni, shows to say he's unpopular. It also shows to say in Nema Ekosu or Ghana Maimuno Debbie.
We are taking this opportunity to remind you that you see there's an election ahead of us 2028. Unfortunately, Mr. President is not going to stand election again. This third term agenda you guys are pursuing, has failed. It will not going to happen. So you're going to have your own difficulty looking at how you have failed the people of Ghana. And you are definitely going to be in opposition. Would you be happy if such a thing happened to some of your members? Already, IMF has announced losses of 9.6 billion in the gold board transactions.
That's IMF. For concern. Because Reminia, so saying the security, the Brubu Muaka, yeah. Now, share the sub region of West Africa. 16 West African states ne wahanum. Sa 16 ne wahanum no. Miensa krefi ECOWAS mu. A oma form yo mo ankaso mo Sahel. Uti ase Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. And you sign toward the threat of terrorism. Not just democratically elected government are you to move. Threats of terrorism so on. It's wow chef apim. Say Ghana, you buying bo. Ya ka say you historical antecedent. Minia, time I started First Republic, no. Nakawe, Kenya Fourth Republic. Ye nyam pipe mu bi baye. Almost 18 to 20 or 30 years of military rule. It is something that has happened before in the past. Ye papa no more the 80s. Ye nana no more the 90s. Omo kai kai. If they see a semblance of that, look, I can tell you, even the NDC for Okra, they are worried. That is all that we meant to say. And yes, ye the disrespect. Emma, ye mami na ya dantra. Far from it at all.
Right. Quickly, Yamsha. NDC for be claim say nipa watching. MPs ka ho, ministers ka ho, o mufri mu ya Mutala Muhammad, Namen ne currency, o Manebuama, Namen ne currency, Mabusia Shade, Mabusia Yako. Ye di o mafe, o mufri mu ya no. Mum pese Ghana for be kai, San Krufu, you mufri at as for assassins. And I would demonstration of share. Da ye di wa ye.
Oh, I don't think so. Minia, Unyankopon for currency. Mutala Muhammad, no in opinion.
Unfortunately, as is expected,
Now you are buying.
the chief of staff or the deputy or a very senior member of government, under the circumstance, should have been part of this discourse and to lead it. We feel that, with great respect to you and without prejudice to your presence, to nominate only you to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party. I'm the leader of the party in parliament. You have the general secretary of the party here. You have the chief of staff of the flag bearer. We have the chairman of the Constitutional Affairs Committee of the party. Members of parliament and the leadership of parliament are all here. But to disrespect our democracy by only nominating you to come, like I said, with great deference to you, it doesn't match it. So it means that the government does not even take serious the grave issues before us. That notwithstanding, we are Democrats and would want to respect the bona fides of democracy. So our deputy, a youth organizer, who is a woman like you, would do so on behalf of the party. But we want to say, Madam Staffer, that please convey to government that the history of this country tells us one thing, that no political party stays in power forever. You promised creating jobs, 1 job, 3 shifts, 24-hour economy. You promised that electricity tariffs would be lower. You promised that cocoa prices would go up. Today, we see.
Mami Musa, this question. I mean, I just saw a video timer more handy petition over Jubilee House. No, minority leader Osahene. There is a quote here: "To nominate you alone to come amount to disrespecting us as a political party." Where in somewhere or catcher and I Pim Jantua, our baby receiving petition no on behalf of the president. What is about? Do you think it was a fair comment to make? Ade.
Okay. A whole political party. Sabi Jubilee House na moye Juman President Kufo na siye. The NPP aban na siye. Your main opposition and say any efra bemu. We say political party no a demonstration. Now udi ni die e de ma wo mo a. Obaya wo say a 3rd tier presidential staffer our year chief of staff office. Na say no.
na say petition na mo pese call president ho.
Debi anya ne sa. Che wo nti ne free bibi your messenger and your message. Asɛm bi wɔ hɔ a nti ɛkasa asɛm bi wɔ hɔ a ɛfata ɔhena no. Asɛm bi wɔ hɔ a ɛfata ahenkwa no. Ana sɛ bi wo soma nso a yɛ wɔ ne soma no. Mpanimfo nsɛm a mo kan nya no. Obi emu odu nya nsɛm saa o. Obi no kwasɛm ne sa asɛm kora to. Na wo kwa akɔpa akyɛw. Na yɛ so kudwanto obi no nkɔpa ato a. Sɛbi obi akeke na odwan to ano. Nti because wo kɔpɛ sɔfo pani bi, kɔfɛ pani bi ɔwɔ society mu na a whole political party. Mpanimfo a na edi animu ba no. General secretary ka ho. Minority leader ka ho. Enche bia no majority leader. Ɛna majority leader bi honorable Oseche Mensa Bozu ka ho. Honorable Dominic Niti wo ka ho. Ojo Opon Kroma ka ho. MPs nko be 15 a me kan ye. Former ministers akese. Honorable Jogate ka ho. Party as a national executive to do naba. Yet demonstrations we come one miensa. Every day kind ye buy. No ye deputy chief of staff. Stand up we beji. Near Tosu me no akoe. And na a youth wing and an a demonstration. Okay, any dear council, almost the opening Alexa Bifia and a budget petition. Near say a demonstration, be now here at in a year, and in penny for the annual. With the greatest of respect to the Naya Jantua. Or no, yet, me for staffer. And then budget petition. That is disrespect. And she can't see any and Yama deputy national youth organizer Sandra Sarkodie and so the petition man send it.
It's not just a minority leader and Casa handy over petition.
Debbie Sandra and the man.
The minority leader Casa we say disrespect no and the petition ma Sandra. Say Sandra and Farmer Nanaya Jantua.
I also Famano.
Nana B. Was that not Nanya Petty?
Any petty. Are you petty? Because they decided to downplay a dear Ghana for you know. And Yamian Granny, a president, imagine who you are. And all president, imagine who you are. Because every such man, they are smart. A political party in Chebia a new 2 years. And a Kunyan. Uno Monsu just free Moko. And I collect the main opposition party bar. I can't cast a thank be that Kebehame, the first one a year, you know. Stand up and a BG or a deputy chief of staff. Second one a year, you know. A opening Alexibifia and a BG. Near third one. Was you about penning and I jam to an Mamaji? Oh, my quan and delegation be gone on no crack and go fine. Namia make me kind, because you mean your penny, because I'm saying, Anna, and to small years, one can't come to small ideas, my cat, mammy. Because in him, tomorrow, when 2 1 to me and can't trempen for a small, say, no, wait, dear, yes, my cat, mammy. In fact, there was a timer. And this apparently a demonstration be. Say Nipa Yasman Manabaji petition was and also a deputy chief of staff Bosman. Are you aware they complain? Look at some complaining. And I repeat.
And one of the deputy chiefs of staff.
Yes.
Kasano to before. Say me friend me who ye na me wadachi e politics mu. Me pa enye chenkra. Ya kasi ye nua so mane bo ama so ye nua ne ni fi Eastern region.
Yeah.
Or ye nua penny no Enugu president. Nti e ya homte. But ne ya homte pa ne say a deputy national security coordinator. Meaning that accident no, it must be investigated into.
Still no man come.
almost like come be
1 year on no.
oh so why kakra like come be because bra me dream one me tiase but yanka sembi o man penny John Dramani Mahama ka say
right me ba wo Shannon so me say Dr. Pagre Buachi Dankwa a security expert enti NPP wa kunya so no bambo ene amamu a wona na kasa e de ma NPP amayuku no enti your can probably e bia woni bibia Ghana for you mamiti
me nya me da say say and they are fake okay so be kai December ye kwa kodi bronya no Ghana for di omo no tumu o man penny my minister for defense o man penny my minister for environment o galam say na ekoso na environment na ekoso o man penny eja to ho do ma afe minia so odobi ena ye wo ema o mane buama any odobi ene ye wo ema Murtala Mohammed any odobi ene ye wo ema omo akani nya the replacement should have been done a year ago. Wow. Of course. Minia, kai obi boni. John Evans at Mills. Nyami fa the crown see 24th of July 2012 na mo kroma. Minia me kai pa Ghana nya ye kusuku say. Enumre pa and immediately ye swear in the certain vice president John Dramani Mahama as Ghana Mampini. Of course. Minia yan trenso. Imrama ho kwan but a defense defense a critical ministry minia ato forcing yes caretaker minister minia is not the same it is not the same minia is not the same
workload
minia it is not the same yeni nam he nya 24 hours pen ye 24 hours no kra no ubadamu 8 into do damu 8 kra na tete baso na kan 16 no ahina de be yeduma de be 8 na bia the other 8 no dia fa traffic mu because Ghana dey say choked what you say it in time pen pa no benya or the bay you look at what we are in never year experiencing all throughout in this 1 year. It's for me if the government come with any regard for the respected souls no mu yena nanka by this time we would have had a substantive minister for defense. We don't have that.
That means say celebrate 1 year.
We don't have it. Minia, me who say almost celebrate 1 year. Niye me nije wo hono ni say omo de nhihye bi atoto hono ma bebusia no. Oti ase aban asset up health insurance bi odi amomo 3 million Ghana cedis. And one so yes omunya about 13 children. Omunya 8 ninya about 13 children. Ninya so amobia 1 million or the trust amomo. I mean that's a step in the right direction and there ain't problem. But pass minia, look at it. Say the ministry has been left vacant. The ministry any father, any eja. Environment was sema yeke. Illegal mining na air cost so still. Ghana man penny be catch say what say na buying for obi kan. Ono no kan you. Me boa no boa. Sa no kan MTB. And so still and there we don't have a minister for environment. It's na ka the honor ne say enche otena beba na ka say by this time na ka bia or they say yenimonyam say ampa me yi minister for defense kasa ka there part of the 1 year na ka so ka say on this 1 year na sem na ye me ya pa enti na me gusu dwe hu enti and there you as a wefra into my tuntum na ye say afia ba no raw oti say ye Ghana for the custom people enti na ka fi ka ye roi aka omampani e dia man say the next minister for defense any Uncle Parliament Select Committee, and I say the next minister for environment only Uncle Parliament Appointment Committee no more interview. But today, I can't 4 hours now. The day ascended. He's not done that.
But Obi critics if you as someone baby say why o manebu ama free mu nyame emfa ne currency ye mabusua shedding wo free mu no gaps bi aba na lapses bi aba. A lot. Many a lot. But on out it is recently. Cocaine. Cocaine. Me send the crowd how much be. Just say parcels of cocaine every now and then. What you say, Minia? Just say Ghana has become a trade. Go for fanum. Edeko. Na the young baba. Uti say uti cocaine. As I buy way there. Na watri bia na se na watri mienu bia ana busumi bia no yanti cocaine nsem de enye 9 ana se edu edoso ye chi yan kwa na gari mu na wo
awa hye
tema habo
oti ase bako kra besin ko Australia Just a tremukra ko you know say JBD o CBB and tremukra ko ye. So it's a gun and aba be trade. I mean you cannot discount the intelligence of a manibuama. What you say? Ne aba ye with the gap no. It leaves much to be desired. So it's one would have expected say na kaye sebede afidie. Na ko man opinion fan do me. O ka tell say Korea akoko December. Na ye ba general obema ye minister for defense. That's what he said. Ose mun ko bronya. Na mun Korea akoko mu wi this January obema ye minister for defense. Afi 1 year it's never happened anywhere. Especially minia in this volatile state of West Africa. Volatile state of West Africa yo. What you say? Ye ni ye minister for defense the sovereignty of this country. Oh nakami there. What I would have wished. And he said, okay, say Ghana man penny no akasa fato no so say he will be the acting minister for defense. Oh no, Nakami nyasem Naka will not say anything because of course, oh yeah, the commander in chief of the Ghana forces. Inti mrama ho kwan so betumi aye. But pa say obi ohwe economy so. Now we'll say the defense caution inside. I mean, what are we doing?
Me ground some mujina so am the court demonstration.
Me that say. Ye di kind. So me catch say democracy no he. Before I me ba hokrasi na me catch say pillars of democracy in Ebubu. Inti a dina, ye did democracy in this season. It does not exist anymore at all. Ye did kind a rule of law. What you say? Say, oh, proper democracy, rule of law, a year Juma. Then ye huidie. Minia, rule of law be anymore. Rule, this is a rule of the people. There's no rule of law. Ababa beye, rule of the people. Nyetosu mienu, minia, say ye ka democracy now you can citizen participation.
Okay,
active democracy citizen participation. Na me buy out to be for some man can say yeah me family akwe no so me say eja my janka so me nya ya kokko so it is say ano culture of silence no me nya aba papa nipa to me kasa. So these two grounds and I me dey call nya ya kasa ye ni dey kind yes judiciary minia onyankopon hira Ghana mpanimfo a omuwu ma Ghana onyankopon hira mo pa ye nananom a ye kokko na e wo Ghana flag no ye say the blood of the ancestors and yes an ye ka kire onyankopon hira mo na o hwe say ya setting up 4 arms of government: the executive, legislature, judiciary and our media. You see, ni di kind interference with judicial independence and subversion of legal due process. Ni crack and say abide
political interference.
Yes, abide in one gym. I mean yeah. So I now say nkofobika say mo anye ni ye be ye hu fi. Baby abide do no. Abide in one gym. It say ano untumi hu judiciary and I want to me who abide. Judiciary na be aban.
And the NDC aban under John Dramani Mahama na control court no.
Me say, se ano judiciary no to me who and the to me who judiciary no and I want to me who aban no. Abom. Yes. I mean ya. Ye na me ye ba ye koi. Ye PSC ye be kasa bono ho no o ye den. O ye den of show o ye den. Host. And I me ye den.
Yes.
Exactly. What you say? Aha, iti many wood na mabontia obi enim se wo ye media wo ye fourth realm of the estate. What you say? Sanete basesi ano se me de makonia no besi hanoma o guest.
Debbie.
Exactly. He says we don't have a guest. Yes. Sesi ano o hwe ne ekoso in the judiciary now. We have no guest. Yeni bibia, we don't have it. And minia, that is one of the moral fabric. It will destroy a country, and that's one of the pillars of democracy. Inti say one year, what I say, yama legal break here, me. You say judges
4 cases be
judges me no entrance. Now 4 cases be and now lawyers no domo home. Minya yama lawyer break a lawyer don't home. Now clearly you could see send yame wo for Bibeka ambulance service. I said fast track ambulance. Tribunal is here ye ka ho asemi. Crack. And so na ye ba multi-party democracy. Any rule of law yi abai so sign the aba. Minia na krombe nieti. Ade kroma no mpelifoni hanum tribunals. Even the members of the government cry, they are troubled. I'm telling you. So, politically motivated convictions and the era of political prisoners. Of course, Kasadie, Ayana ehu hia se ebeti. Oti ase. Na yeka se opinions no, se me opinion no, endi baby a me no hene wo. E na wo opinion no so endi baby a wo so hene wo. In between no, na de amanya me se on tre yen netie. Oti ase. But say ebia obi a share bibi wo social media. Obi a ye TikTok bi. Enyema ekoso. It does not give trust to the system. So, in the case of building strong systems now, let's see building strong systems are any politically colored. Now, what's your NPP ni? Onya Ghana ni? Exactly. Into so ya Ghana ni na assembly koswa as the fourth member of the state. So can want them now can want them ni case of NPP ni ya. Say no more how. Na se krom hanum obia be NPP ni no obia be NDC ni ya ne yekohin. Say, where are we going to? So, it's a no who here say we'll end it. Details. A culture of silence and a criminalization of free speech. And who here say move the media. This is your SSM champion. Why you doing dodo? Why you doing? I'm sure said the next ranking. Beba about this government and baby yes. CSO sayedi is like CSO in Ghana how no more. Almost all the CEOs subscribe to the so you difference.
Right, and then Bebama CSOs, opinion leaders, imam for pastors for ombe stay back. Be imagine say under John Dramani Mahama NDC or Momowa.
Many are so biasro. Threat no doso.
And so for years.
Hey, obiasro. Hey, nabra. So for. Hey, nobody be consider pulpit to swakasa. Hey, you be foul. No. I'm saying there's a new sheriff in town. They'll pick you up. What I say? They'll pick you up. It will be a show. So, but democracy, no, ye de your ding and yes. And so Nyakuku draw Cassie. Ye na no more they took their bare chest to go and take independence for us. Naka ye wahi. Keko ase for. What I say? Ke wahi. Nanka kakra we don't even know what it is. Civilization we don't know what it is. Ye na nandom and omo di kroni si honum. Emayen. Inti ohwe no so a nyetoso of course selective justice. Ayakosu. In conform with investigations of people in NDC. Yehu hwe eno de asa omako break. Ye free bibi hydration break. Asa omako hydration break obo World Cup.
Konum suaba.
Omo konum suaba. That's what he's saying, you know. Ama I think say minim organizer anamebo Yamin.
Joseph
Yamin say
national organizer. Oni abanga.
Or say Yokofo omonye ni de intem. Hey, Naminia, Nanka, if these systems are independent, Nanka a political party government in power, but you may instruct Yoko say yemi de intem. Me de do the yanka no kre. Say nya ye no aduane. Oti ase na me say bono uyemi nya nti aduane no temi de ma intem.
And even investigation process in event.
What you say? It's the fact so to me kasa no kra no tre will say ono wosoro it's any the time number trim no mu hu so onye no that's why hwe ombetumi aka. That's the question we must ask. What you say? So bia to me kasa ye ne the time a na che say so onye hwe ombetumi aka na bi so no aye bibi enso ye ne the time intimi that is also something ye de koto omonim so omonhwe. And protection of violent conduct, you know, and shielding ruling party offenders. Who's the ruling party for the Omoye Nema dia? Sanity. These are things that it is extremely troubling to us as a party. Now, why say third term agenda ya ekosu? Meaning I don't know. Say on my ya ye wumi yendo yon one. Na pass ye betra krom hanum ama yahwe ama aban bi asa ato aso a ye nim se imra kwam wo wie na djuma a NPP SSC ye ba na de niema na isisi is wo other neighboring countries no menya ye pebi wo hanum ana si NPP dia sa third we no omunjai wa asem kan in fact Supreme Court so kra esiso mo ka se mema mo famba eye clear monko uti ase monko monfa nko ma monfa mba mampeni si ne ninje ho nanso Supreme Court is your mobile trans no my interpretation. In my interpretation, they can say to us all, I mean, they are slippery areas. I say, true. True. Sanya eja, to me warren the bano. Sana constitution, no. So why you won't 2 consecutive terms? 4
when you're 8 years.
Now when you're 8 years, to me babi. Eja, to me warren the ban. Onya, to me warren in ya. Wofase etumi ware ninia ba ensi oti ase ensi wo ye maimu iti enya de esese edwen ho kra na se ye start se edwen ho a Ghana hanom de ni se na football no ye bon na che so bi shechi iti eno so no eye troubling oti ase bono krom hanom ye wo ye ni bebia akọ
yeah
ye ko opposition so say hana meti
ye ko Cote d'Ivoire yentimi nka French
debi na ampe tout le monde oti ase ampe tout le monde yesui oti ase so ahia ne wo iti the government must be clear and the chief justice must be clear Oma Ghana for who says that term we there look they should sit on it fast. In fact, the more they delay, the more treacherous it is. Because I come away started from 2025. Yama be do 2026 o. Yenya humu aye.
As security aspect, a creti security threat bi ana, a posu security threat.
Minim so ya kwala no na say duana asen kase wo so no. Ye to me the ma important aduane. Wehu. Say aduane, your friend is saying.
Na me friend kase.
Yeah. Mpacho nia ekoso no, sa tetem agenda na eyen kase. Ebe wo yen. Minia ebe wo yen too much. We will be uncomfortable. It is like a beautiful rose. In kase wo ho. Rose ni de yefe o.
Flower ni sense.
Oh, rose ni yefe.
But in kase nko ana wo ho.
Na minia. Ejuma kese ya Ghana for the two so as Ghana mampeni. Na why ye wo de awie. Na sa yefe ana yefe. O be so sign to aso. I mean, open them we say. I mean, oh me bra, ana me boa. Me patron me boa.
And one was
I mean, he really has to wait there can say.
Right, mame, just a minute. Dr. Pagrave Wachidankwa, a spokesperson for Chama to me, former government spokesperson on security and governance, senior fellow, Africa Institute of Governance and Security. Meba Sisia, Ibidin Komoti, we mame.
Asanti Kotogo de Shie
7.3
Abrantipa Osonova Onsuro Ja
NPP 107.3
From Kumasi
107.3
every corner people shout and to me name them talking about the party no ya soldier on no all ya bulldozer pressure no the go farm
107.3
MPP no moving higher chairman setting place on fire hands up flags high grassroots movement
107.3
chairman turning place upside down to me obiansa umu obiansa umu chairman obiansa umu obeyamamo want to be a grassroots want to be a movement want to be a action obeyamamo who they energize baby want to be who they stand no matter what to be Asante Kotogo Koti Kokosu onana chairman
107.3
media pressure no fit stop them every attack only make them stronger youth them chanting every day chairman leading
107.3
spirit in the blood fearless heart never go down from Ashanti to the nation chairman bringing motivation
107.3
Right, mame mo ajubi o mo akwaba emra sasepa 107.3 asidan koma 20 na 74 T74 me patron 107.3 97.3 Dr. Patrick Wachidankwa Eda so ewo but answer be call chairman so no demonstration na timi yield the fruit.
Oh, demonstration where they are coming in fact your koya you could do Jubilee House na me coffee London.
Okay.
Because minim say and then so no na me video ni circulate here after you fee court no many chairman fee court no on the 20th of July no minim say na no so circulate here nti me no be frame me feel London say we who say proceed for bim be me na semben and I'm say demonstration.
Okay.
But me sure say no can was akobia. I mean, it's yielded the necessary fruit. I'm a buyer who say the new patriotic party are ready to take over power. That's what it is. Okay, I say we are ready. So we are ready. Yeah, flag bearer did that. We are ready to govern this country. You pursue mind to me calling him. In less than 6 months. Now we're implementing free senior high school. I buy way by a policy back we're implementing. I go on kitty. 245 million Ghana cedis. Minister Bayakacha say, "Oma sending the videos akase kokono kokono. I say kokono ma boka. Oma boka. Omo policy ba ko ese so mutumi implementing ma Ghana for energy in kokon ketinkiti egu. In kokon ketinkiti egu. 24-hour economy egu. Na me nia dai no mo ye. Big push yo mo ye hu hwe. Sisi akoko Kumasi adi so di be 10 hours. Upe plane so afa unye bi fa. Epo so a etumi ko Kumasi. Mini ana fede yeden. Railway. Awo man penina na do da ko ekufu ado sha ase. Trainer ye de ba ye. Mini ahwe trainer mo ko fa ba ye. Toko taka. Yini be be ewo. It is clearly policies pa John Dramani Mahama NDC abinde tutu ho. So mo de ba beje Ghana. Minia aya na system. Ana system ti so say suara. Aya na system. Ye ho hwe. It is very troubling. So very troubling.
Right. But as quickly the NTM the ball chama won to me and you know paragraph Dr. Paragraph Fachame. Dr. Paragraph Wachidankwa is spokesperson for Chama won to me. Last time I visited Chama won to me yadaben.
Minia last time I visited you know Imra ye leader of party any Ghana man Penia Oba a flag bearer Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia was on the 22nd Wednesday 22nd of July and Yakostra chairman but on the 31st of July no chairman ba court into me no
right
one
in a KBB because we say ruling day no now one in the nam yes sentencing of 20 years no or can be true
Minia okachire me say yes party ni mu ye na yemboa emma Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia embe Ghana man peni na sesi anu party ni wo yensem na onu de obey okay
ma who say more running the campaign no obi bisa say na obi a ye na kwafi ase de and then still more running the campaign say we may national chairman for the new patriotic party
Minia me da say say chairman party say or your political prisoner and yen be a nomination yen far form yen file ye inti ye chairman there e wona kuma mu say obedina as national chairman of the party e wona kuma yes e wona kuma mu eno there waka say wona kuma mu so obedina
what prison
yes obedina e wona kuma mu so obedina as national chairman of the party. Look, and then me say chairman papa. Ask me why. Na pa say demonstration ya ko ye. Na ka be kaya ka chairman won to me wo krom ha. Aminia, ko jina me nchen ana me jina ne nchen. Me ne ko ta kwa so ayemu. Ye work.
Mrekudu ka wo
honom. Na me hwese me nia pani mrekudu ka jina nchen. Na me jina na me tu mani na me hu me nia pani chairman won to me. Na me ra ho. When I hear I'm a party next to me, I call him 2 million pe. Meaning 2 million pe. Of course, the flag bearer is an intelligent man. What he has here, the flag bearer is an intelligent man. So, inti say yenya chairman. Our chairman want to me to lead this party grassroots manner. And brother, you can imagine.
Some of us several party no, I will prison. Kwambe so be first we be ejuma.
My ye winning ye. Ye to abani ye winning and ye di Hong Kong. My ye to abani ye winning. Ye to abani ye winning near di Hong Kong no.
Say we ye chairman will prison kra no a. So now bet me
say ye to abani wie. Na chairman din kunima near di San Komo no.
107.3.
Campaign team no ma take that position. And our chairman and I can't tell them say what the prison kra mon koso ye campaign what be standing.
Chairman ain't make it up in the mind. Say on standing. Also your best standing. Me and the Casamafo. Also your best standing.
Whilst in prison.
Also your best standing. Imraman who quine party so your political prisoner. Also your best standing. Meaning you know how na.
Many issue.
Yes. Party impeding for so how also your best standing. He will stand. That's why you're a member of the party. A 3-term sitting chairman of Ashanti region. The stronghold of the party. Eminia.
And now probably one information be said before October 3. I'm told say probably a free September October 3. Before October 3 no na ye jai time I want to me and ma pick intelligence visa.
Oh, there be the intelligence when you bet me pick. Intelligence yeah, Ninya woman penny John Dramani Muhammad say media. Yeah, they pick me. Yeah, pick intelligence Ninya ya block road to be picky. Ninya woman penny John Dramani Muhammad say. What you say? But whatever it is, send me kind, you know, Minia. Chairman want to me, see Obedina as chairman. You go to Aba, say delegate election. It's after the election, no, then we'll have that conversation. Obedina, he will stand. Obedina.
So one ever covered in Amano.
Oh, I do one you will see.
And I'm covered in prisons.
Oh, you do I will see. But Obedina, also Obedina. Some of them are Sumafo. S.I. Kasamafo. Also Obedina. Chairman, see Obedina as chairman. Yes, Obedina.
Right, Dr. Pagif, watch it about me and Nancy. Finally, Ghana 40.
Na Kureso ena ekoti toye na nana yenkobusa no se after afino dean na akoswo ho enra mete so mokoye amamre ne amane ewo honum na yenkobusa ho na mpacho mo achi o
Ghana 40 NPP
Yejo penny
NPP for ebeda mo ase kukrudu also no oba gigim
microphone very
gigim that's I mean Maria na fedi mo pe bia madam
na chami fusu ewa homa no so na enra ene afepepepe ya aban panyifo yes omo bedi dwumadie bi ewo boase efa gold ho a omo helicopter ebeti to ewo ho na kuro ne so ena ekoti toye na yenkobusa no se after afino dean na akoswo ho enra mete so mo koye amamre ne amane ewo honum na yenkobusa ho na mpacho mo achi o
Yejo penny
nana we de mesre na mabusa so ho tesen
oh yesu adom ana mpa ebo nti
yede nyame ase we de yenka ye ho eyaw afinie ene nra ya ewiem shen ya bonframa bi ebete hwe mu kromu eho na nipa be nwotwen ya na motimu nyina ahwere wo mo enkwa na mame muso afinie no mame musa se mo amwo sika man nsem ne siye no ban hye mo bo bebre ahodo bebre menim se sen na akwakosie abetime di ne bo hye no so de maamo no
yo min ya me pacho me da se ate sa de awokan se de ene afepepepe ena to renchem koto ya papa no ma ya mampenisma wo mo mkodi adwumaso obo ate afofi anto aka e forest kese da ha omo beto ma omo nyina ahye se de obusa me de ate sa enra nanka ye hwese empenifo ne ba be di nkomo se dia eda no beba so ye hwe ni ma bibi sense enra no kra omudi sa de no nananam nyina obi ani enti ya samre man ya wo ha na ahomachen be 6:30 ofre say DC say de ti wa ha no yan se ba be ye de wo sikaman ni bofodi Enti asɛm ma ne ma mebɔ yɛ mpanifo nyinaa ma ne sɛ sei na GC abɔ na ma ne yɛsi yo yate nananam deɛ asɛm sɛ esi a yɛyɛ mfa ho abufuo yɛ nyinaa yɛwɔ abɔtrɛ ne bibia yɛde ti mebɔ nananam nyinaa ma ne sɛbe yɛhene kola na watu kwan nti ama me ɛfrɛ no ɔfon so sɛ sei na aba nti mesrɛ na baabi a obiara ɔmmra san sɛ menu sɛ mpanifo ahodoɔ bɛba ha nti yɛfrɛ ma nana ba beduru ma mede amanneɛ bɔ no ma yɛboaboa yɛ ho asiesie ahemfi hɔ kamakama sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ mpanifo ba a ɔmba bɛto yɛ wɔ hɔ saa na bofo di asamre man so ɛbɔ canopy ne adeɛ nyinaa wɔ hɔ bɛɛ 30 minutes ankyɛ na wɔsa frɛ back sɛ dwumadi no a nka yɛba bɛdi no ɛyɛ finhyia no DC sɛ ɛnyɛ ama so nti me mo yɛ mpanifoɔ no amanneɛ ti hɔ na mesa frɛ yɛ mpanifoɔ no ɛka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ sei na asamre man aka kyerɛ no nti ɔmo sɛ ɛnyɛ ama so in fact nyame anim ni na ɛyɛ ayi na mpanifoɔ yɛafa yɛ kyakyaw ne a yɛ nyinaa yɛabɔ dwa yɛ nyinaa nso yɛnte faako bi wɔ akwantuom yɛfrɛfrɛ mo mu nyinaa bɛhyia na asɛm sɛ saa aba yɛbɛyɛ ne dɛn na yɛde sɔre yɛ yɛde tuapo
nti ɔma nkyerɛ no nti a edwabɔ no ama so mpanyimfoɔ no ama ɔma nkyerɛ mu nti a
mepakyɛ me no kasa deɛ nkyerɛmu biara no ɛbaayɛ de asɛm ma ne ka kyerɛ ha na me ne wo kan
okay
nti ɛbrɛ ba saa no ɛyɛ mpanimfoɔ no ya paa sɛ mpanimfoɔ adi ɔmu hwammɔ saa nti ne yɛka biribiara ne nyɛ ye until sɛ bi a ɔmo di ne wɔn kran ne deɛ yɛnim sɛ dan a mpanimfoɔ bɛba yɛ naso na ɔmo ne abɛkasa nti ama timamufoɔ no a yɛn nso nsɛ asɛm no siiɛ no ɛnyɛ mpanimfoɔ no nko a yɛmmeranteɛ ɛne yɛn ketesia no dodoɔ no akɔ soro hɔ ɛkɔhwɛ bi ama yɛn nuanom a sɛbe ɔmo nya ahofama ne akokuduro ɛyiyi yɛn papa mo firi egye no mu no ɔmo nyinaa bɛhyia wɔ ha a nanka yɛtwɛn sɛ mpanimfoɔ bɛba nanka deɛ ɔmbɛka no na ɔmaka ma yɛate bi ɔmo nyinaa ama so nti ma saa saafoɔ no ɛboa saa dwumadie no nyinaa na obiara bɛmu bui ɛso na yɛyɛ hwee a na ɛnyɛ ye na yɛ sɛ kwaa na obiara kɔ ne fie ne baabi ofiri baeɛ na adwumasɛm no a wɔkaeɛ no ɔmo bɛhyɛ yɛbɔ bebree yɛwura sɛ do nkatia bɛkaa sɛ yɛ kwan no ɔmo bɛyɛ ama yɛn afei nso kuro no mmienu yɛ community center ɔmo bɛyɛ ama yɛn ne nyinaa ɔpani kan ɛna mmeranteɛ no so a yɛkɔ so a bɔdi no wɔ ɛsoro hɔ no yɛn nso adwumasɛm ɔmo bɛfa yɛn ne nyinaa ɔpani hyɛ yɛbɔ na me no kasa yi ɛkwan ne deɛ contractor na saa aba so
okay
na adwumasɛm no na sɛsi yɛ akɔyɛ biribi yɛ hɔ kakra ne nyinaa ne sɛ wɔn a yɛkɔ so a bɔdi no wɔ gye nipa 13 ne deɛ sɛ mote sɛ yɛsi afa nkura no bi wɔ mpatam ha ɛno yɛ adwumaso a asamble ma no yɛyɛ slot a obi hu ne mmɔbɔde maa no na ɔfa nkura no wɔ yɛn mpatam ha ɛde wɔn kɔɔ
ipacho meɛnkyerɛ hɔ no mu yie kakra enti ɛyɛ asamble ma no ɔno gyina mu aban no ɔno ne slot ɔyɛyɛ no na nipa edu mmiɛnsa no a ɔmo kɔfa sɛbi emu no ɛbaeɛ no wɔde ne deɛ ɛde maa wɔn mo tie bɛka sɛ aban na de ama wɔn mo
mepacho da bi ɛnyɛ asamble ma no ɛyɛ ne kɔ so abɔden deɛ na asamble ma no de maa yɛ ɛyɛ wɔn asamble ma no na adwuma so a wɔyɛyɛ
okay
ɛna obi hu ne mmɔbɔ no ɔde saa slot ne ma na ɔde ɛsesa nkla no ɔyɛ mpatam ha ade ɔmo kɔɛ
nti bɛyɛ nipa dodoɔ sɛn na ɔno tumi ɛma enya kwan ma ɔmo kɔ ɛkɔ
nipa ɔmo de kɔɛ deɛ me kankan abɛsɛ nipa nso ana nwɔtwe na ɔde ɔmo kɔɛ
okay
na me no kasa deɛ yɛnuanom a ɔmo kɔ so abɔdi na ankasa deɛ nipa 13 ni deɛ obiara ne hɔnom a yɛafa no sɛ ɔnkɔyɛ training ana bibi saa na mmom medicals deɛ ɔmo akɔyɛ yɛkɔyɛ ɛbɛɛ bosom nsia mu ni
tela monte hwee
yɛnte hwee nti mobusa me a na saa nɛteɛ
na monte hwee menim sɛ wei aban na ɛbɛhyɛ mo bɔ matumi atu hɔ na mɔ abusa mpanyimfoɔ sɛ moakɔyɛ medicals sɛ wɔkɔyɛ medicals bosom nsia deɛ sɛ bia tumi san si na mɔbɛn na ɔmo nso atuo de afa ho
deɛ yɛate ne sɛ ɔmo clip platform na nsa ne na yɛnya ne nteɛ sɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo yɛ second batch
okay
nti mpaeɛ ne yɛbɔ sɛ sɛdeɛ mpanimfoɔ no aka no ɛbɛbɛ mama yɛn As uncle and so Omokosoa, or you so Omanya Konya, no mania, a human mukwan.
Community center, ne dear Monte Wasambia.
The pacho, and no, I'm no cassa idea, and no dear. The Crubia and the modern boat, and what they bought, Nadia Mobra. A band pen for beer, my, that may can't be answered.
I ain't Hamodia Mamma.
The pacho say,
I ain't Hamodi, Eddie Mamo.
Oh, you say, I find you may be a good and so a dozen. Now, I bet you a body, mean, say a woman and check. Said the Casa of Fidiso or Muti, dear. On Bettina Supem. Now, on my dear mobile and so I bet the Omakan and Amayan.
Mamma, where I ban pay for 1 man, meaning some Kumuna, some no ABC, dear, minimum so and more, mutu ye, and rano. Yeah, yedi afidida, I was answering me.
No, dear, Yamian Muni. Yes, yeah, question. Ukobi. I don't know your boy Abudia, and then dear, yeah, more wouldn't be. The San Penfonia may be San to Tibia. Ama Yamian Muni, and Rano Crana, Yakasa DC Frey, say a boy as a man, yes, I am ran. Now, ye mimic a cranso, they say a dear, and it be a maomo, not your train homo. And so, Chino. And the class was Amazo. Intina on my na, a say, oh, my dad, saying, we see here on my gun a bitchy boy and Yin and Kayesa, ye my fixie at that idea. No, I said, on my nina in your pepper, the son said, you might and I know Koyama, my gun, and a bitchy, because you say, boy.
I see.
And tonight, you didn't want you out there. Now, so my family video so, no, my catch that. The crew no more a man, near my men, penny-4. Sabrina almost soon here. Say, Omina Fanche. You name the sea and penny-4 to me, my mishia. Until be can I come on to him. Nan vampire panta and penny-4 nechi. Nem se brace muno. I had there on Babania by the casa. Now, so, yeah, how I walk, yen so, yeah, the 2 women. I'm with someone of player. Me
hunu say video so mo ya mane ene amanti enra mo ye bibisa mesre chire mu kakra ne botai ene sen ena ye kɔ enim no so sen na ye hwɛ no
de tie ne sɛ kanka enra no asɛm ne sie no nana no nyina ye wo adanse hene ebra asɛm ne sie no otu ni mpanifo ne chia me pani ne ninkonya mpanifo no bebre ebeka na nanom ho sikaman na difri adanse akrofrom mpanifo na na jase anim agikum akrofrom regent ono so ne dom ne mpanifo nyina abai na ye sa amane kese no ebra na ye de omo abeduru fie a na nanom ya amane ma o na ka ye hwe ni mu se efihie na ya ben de yin se de amba be mpanifo asutire na ye nyina sa ye amane atai mpanifo na chi se bi si ye no na nanom mpangu momma bi nsi bi ebi sensi enti yentimi anya mane bia enra no because pani bia ma ha ne amekasa na nanom pomna mpanifo senka omote ya mu se mpanifo na omokasa ya se de edi kan no omoma ya so te ye no nke mu se eden a omo beba na bibi sensi ni de na yentimi enka se ye ya mane wa bra pani bia ne amekasa bibi emehia ye
eno abasa ensusuaso boni bi wo ho ana
oh se ade ne de asi anka ye nyina ye bia finhia ne de na wasa amane kakra koso na ye de hye ye papa nom enumunyam sada na wasanka eba na entimi ama ide ensusuaso de menye sure se ensusuaso boni bi beba.
I see. After this year, no, mube koso no ma presa afibia mube pese mpanyfo beba ho na o yesa amamre na
ai esan say the regional minister and mpanyfo ne defense minister kese mpanyfo ye kra na ye pese on be yen kan dum bi o mayen on be yen kan dum bi o mayen on be yi kwan ni tum akoto forest o mayen na BBC na mpanyfo no kra na eba na wase ye kwaya amane bi wo soro na nya se fo mu kwan na ye fa so na ye lole kwan a abana ya moa no abeyi amayen na edem akoduru sa forest ho because ehoko ya say anya kwan a edem ko ho a ensuo to say ya untimi nko ho eho na etro na emom aban ya moa no be sa kwan ne man de a fi say obi a obeba bia no ebetumi edi nanim na ye de na ko ho
ti apart from say be ya afia no obi a ye be ya amamre ne betumi so aye baby ase bia gia ho bia tourist site e de amamanfo ti sana ka mo present ka ban so wanye bibia ma mo kra nka sa de ka onye bibi sa emfa mamo
ye kwan ye hawa no no ene ye bo hye na mo be hye no ene so mbe ye man
we de
ye sra ban pa se o me ye man
oh menin say wakasai abempenfo ti o mate wonka na yesu ebedi akiri na yabomu akopem se de oso mo ye no oma aye e de amamo ye nche mbomum ba ye dwuma ye no sana ho emra ete ye da sena na
yo ye beda kasme fo nyina ase ene mpanifo ahodo a mo ka bi ewum se mo nyina mo nsra maman na de asie no ye mpanisa de na so anyaba na o mo meye moa akra ye pese ye de tumani mo no
yo ye da sena na piao
yo yes ye da mas
we ye na na chiame fosu adanse sikaman na yene no ekodi nkomo no
na chiame fosu
na chiame fosu
na chiame fosu
na chiame fosu na chiame fosu
wakasa se ohene wakasa se okwa hemfie
oya chiame
chiame are very important people in every palace. I didn't expect anything different.
Tina jachi phone kasanu.
Oh, but I no craba kunze kwabra abia the considerations around yemfa is our place no enye
tourist,
tourist attraction forest cocoa forest tourist attraction never say cocoa no enye keeping us forest
ebia the place per se
but the chrono very well and there I think say I did call but say omo no mo gina ho most of them are past
Ethiopia hana helicopter and kote here forest ni
ona na think guy boy whistleblower na gina ho obekwa kwasoso mu no wo gina ho no content to dey beba ho kabra me de pete me can say yiri dey feasible sa chinchina chin ye de mo hye amforce no dey feasible
but so ma medicals about
what if medicals for no man qualify
well
one say when any strict protocol say ye ni mobina kwesi is a high.
Now, the medicals woman got promising
medicals woman.
And no make us when it promise. Also, that time no way pros and cons.
I
him say soldier mono. You the height in a.
Thank you.
Now uba ukodo to be. Now be may come here near man. Said you why you dey.
I do am height in me wow.
Yeah.
Then another to me a commander in chief.
Soldier ever height in police in the height. No cry this time cry.
And to be friend say bibi was a height no. Mami na height.
But there almost one name be omohwe.
Indicated you are where nya wunti mi.
Oh ho nya dia. Ye fa so.
Enye gold board appointment. And e bia wo for mouse ama oniga complimentary card. Emma dey akoma HR say
no for
na grade no kwa emfi. So wani adu so wani adu ati for me gold board. Now kwa ya fa. When dey say eje okrata gu okra uye
always am in office no.
Usu ko head ma HR office. Usu uye catering. Housekeeping and catering. But eja so wani mintini afa but security entesa.
The only bia na amamso. Do mo twan kakra. Na politicians no mo money na ho. No man na mo ne yekoba mo be dimbo so na ase the man na mam se mo tin kanfa no. Ye mfa mam se mo tin kanfa because me who the NTS party chairman go make a promise about security recruitment. Abra wono angaza wonya adwuma wo security establishment.
But say government
do kind credit party chairman kan ko be resign.
Because politicians omo go kasa kwa wo.
Omo kasa kwa bibiri kasa kwa.
Obebusa say what position does he hold in the party? And the government?
Yes, government.
Yes, the party was all right. Yes, the party was all right.
It's not for the party.
Yes.
I do armed forces in your party there. Armed forces in your mind there.
On paper.
Oh no, not on paper. Ideally, it's on mind there. Senka president and the kaya. Men can away. Minister Biana Kaya, men can away. For party chairman on your part of the government, don't tell me about any party no power. We're party chairman still.
All right, my son call a web you. Na yene to me also could see your chairman. Ye correct me mufo no so. Womre catch mo say. Aban penny for bantu muko buja. Ya womo train no so. Makakono. Aye residence ewo Sikama Mbrofo edu yenkotuo no so said ye na one more expectations etie ene se amaso no sen no mofa so Mark micha no pay
me do so minya be ma
na ho ye
oh adom ne enwumabu nti
Tramfoni kakra che ye no ase na aye Sikama Mbrofo edu etia no pa no mra motie se aban panyifo eba na afe ba ko a etwamu anase afini a ensemi esi ye no send na kuro no mutie boy kobo kakra
me de mena ke fo nyina ate bi andra ye ne ye hwe mpenifo anim se ombaba na ze afeda no ye di nanso ye hwe canopy ni nkonya ne ade ye hwe mpenifo anim a omo ntimi amba
si
honorable ekatere se omo mpenifo na frɛ ne se omo ntimi amba ne ebisa se ade ntina omo ntimi amba na aha na asemunisiye enti ose mpenifo no omba na yetumi gu nsa na nsese kakra bi a wo bia no yetumi yeye yehwe wo manima obi a ntumi amba ana yeso boys na yaka no ye ta ba fi dize de tie ni
enti wa mamumu aye bia de enti o mama
me pacha obi a ma ya assurance bia
enti musi canopies enhan konwa make ekra bia na sound system egu ho mpanyifo bentie bia na nei rubber carpet ya fefefe mudi bia sese ho sa na koye
me pacha sa pepepe
ene so maboka
information so o mamba no yes sa ni nyina sa di kugu
ene so maboka
ene assembly man ka
assembly man ka eye kunika assembly man ka
me committee member bibia ba onu no ho na besi ansa ye ya kan yate
na momranti a ye hye omo boss ye be fo makoye adwuma yi ye busa ochia me de ba mo na mo ben omo pa sen na ensem bi asa ache su sen na uhu omo a omo etie omo wani da so sestel omo akoye adwuma aban mu
mire kaka me kan se enu aye ne nkola na kasa mpenifo so bi afefre omo nti ye wani da so se de omo kan no ye bompa ye se sa de no ebekoso ama omo
right and they said the chrome wa adwo me boa
enju sa de ba te bobu ani nyina ye di se afije ada no omo ntimi amba na ye anye wa ase nti eno ana ase ye didi di ho bobu wa ase
mu se mpenfo bu manim ti ana
mo de kwesi ni de omo ni ani ni because ana asemnisi nti nka mu be ye bibi kese wo eso a otanka mpenifo no so eba ase ana ye so yetumi ye bibi kakra wa
nti moka se masuma assembly member the CDC so MP so ema wode akoma ban se in fact mani anye ho anase amafa ne samu de ahyem ho saa
wo ba the ten say ema the ba nti ama obi a ekonfie yenze ndi hu nkomo bi abi
munni hu nkomo kra
yo
mark edase pi na no penny bra wo de nya amayen why
me yo me so me de ma se ne ma ti fu nyina
mark akono ono eye timamuni ewo eye Sikaman Mbrofo edu omo ye disappointed.
They should be
highly disappointed.
Yeah. But omo de we want to be for to government movements or disappointing home.
Yeah, or not disappointing home.
From the look of things, it looks as if this was not planned.
Yeah, it wasn't part of their plans.
But
at least, me name the regional minister. Mente MP DCE.
Is a regional minister? No, is a Jumano? Is a the Poyando campaign or Emano?
At least, at least. Any Bianca regional minister crack up P horn.
I'm not on the mass of the viral. And you say I give it to him. And on Crawford P. Did my term of but I said what I said, and I'll still say it today.
That is you.
Yeah. Because to me, he lapsed that day. He got too carried away with trying to break sensational news. A lot of but 1 year down the line, I want to neglect to my sitting can tell me forget. But what they all
jurisdiction,
raging as somebody see now, so who's not there, somebody buy a man by a vira. And all the statements he brings, yeah, oh, they are banning be a hernia, when you're careful, they make them secretary. What are you talking about? As someone is already, can say, public notice, he should be handling this immediately. Now, on saving up by as much as he can, because he has a lot of support. Of Frebe Quai, Efro Boise Municipal, Efra Dancer Room, a friend is saying, no, yeah. And quite from Debbie. Oh no, I don't know. But so more bear for me now. Sad district no. I could carry. Yeah.
I hope bear for me no more.
But for me now, even from na bear dancing no. I doubt so bear dancing no. Quite be as no. Omo one or two people.
No represent
1 week after crime, what to me Amak. Because it doesn't have to be exactly on the same day. And some way you work crowd. But as the focus has been on the family, the party, and so-called heroes now the heroes party, they forget it. These are eminent people in society, we agree. But
they are no heroes.
No. Hero there is too big. What they died for an accident this year. They were not going to stop anything. They were not going to do anything extraordinary. Galamsey and more remix it. Now I know was not going to make it. I promised you Galamsey. I was there. What I say? That day I was in Obuasi. I didn't go to the program, but I heard him later. No buy and Galamsey for Obuasi. Galam bow. Because we be a Galamsey. Would they head up bomb with this Muntimeba? Ubana be say croon half
member wo home ye
share no ahodimuli shenbo no to show mo ba ahodimuli say oba restore. That was what was going to happen that day.
Okay, we say the entire masonra no so no etie be nkuma na atie nifa empanifo fra homache say de kwasi di kai kachre so ombeba bia na bibi sankem BBC kwan but ni nyina mu no me say ye nyina adwen ye hye say anye yi antwa yi say
but is it right
baby e chechira aboa no empanyi se ho anye sana enka regional minister ebeja kuma baby asem ni siye no video ya ehwe no ne mpemponso no ehọ na wugina obeja baby asem ni siye kuma se no akoka nkran forward na nka decentralization na ye sha se na nka ye de no ehọ ho no mo anka efe
campaign for krabeti ase say
omo kaye no omo friend penifo okromo se musu momodwa ne ebeba biribinti omo antimi anko eye nura fe na ade ache yenim se nkwa ankosi awia ne nanwumre no chew pa mu a ebeba ne enti o mantimi ama na ebeba as Kwesi rightly said enye nwan ko a o mamu ni de ni na anu kra asebe mani mu a o mu firi mu afi etwa mu no o mamu ni ye wie no se honorable samosa po ko ye ni de dwabe oboase ni ye ne de wo obi a de ni de ko ni kuro mo ye ye di ni we obi a fie on che bia na Clement cherwale enche bi o de krata abebre ye se e bia ye di honorable samosa po afi shiada enu nti enya announcement ye be it individually, personally, families will hold their own. It's beer and no never bo say, Pacho, a beer again. When you didn't about 10 years or memuni in idea, your book, acquire. Of course, almost to Omoquia, Ombacon and Anum Naso, and Omedim Commodia Chameka ye, Omo de Betuja. Senka saying ye pese ye abai say at said omo dia tom from him o maka che bi kwa enfe hu krata so timpani foto mon krasa o mbeba say nana krache wo mo ma nana krache fe hu krata so na company for ba mo fa she brown envelope mo na mo staple say bo mo ko ten
ye staple kakao o kan wo ho no mo na afi odi ahye na dia mo
no matu obi a na nini akire eno ni mistake ba kwa ye because senkrata egumpanifo ni table so ne anedoso pa edoso pa
when you be obeka na be say ye pia sa be say pia to
be afinie onkai wo mpo no ebi kura na enye deliberate ba niema da bia na no kofa nkoda yi pause wo do makogu ayi asi enu kwa say headache foforo eti every day Kwesi ka bibi say ya hwe ye bedruju adana private schools na 7 na pese ye kanokra na bibia bebom enye wadwen no but day in and day out no ensem foforo ba enti nananom nso so na ya di bibi to aban animu a ye nhye danyi obi so do to brief for na mo se mo market no mo mpa a nyame adom kwasi mensa fi krom ho kwasi mensa wo ne yede wagina oman ne ntem ene aban ntem enti bibi ni agigiska amwa fo
me na hemfo no nya adwen me se kwasi je fit 20 years sa chia me to kan say jase hene na kwa mwara no wakasa no okun fi ebada bia wantumi anka nche kofi kwasi yakwa na say market mai ndc aban dama so be mai 24 hour market no de be come my 14 krana me ni asem bia ka to so
ebi wo hono mo nso aya na personal interest e ka ho na chia me ya odi kan kasa yi won usa asem na ha ne de nso kasa se panyin o kasa se chia me
o ye chia me o
de wo be ka bia no be ma mrantie no se nye chia me bia na kasa se chia
me no ya adwen
e be ma mrantie no ebu afu mo won obi wo hono mo a wo se asem ba ne ye ka e na ase de wo se nyehwe ne ye se ye ka e ma ne ye wo ya mo a ebetimi kura kodu ba bi se ebetete wa manipa no ebi kura na ite se aye ne ya but pani se anobrebrel e ma ba to eti kasa na obefa so obekasa no e na ebe manipa na no akofom ti pani fo no da se akoma no atu number 1 obi won so opese obetakra ojem aso na ehuhu jem egum mamrantie na ni brenti ni asie bia no na sakama brofu yedru sane fo sikaman brofu yedru omanfo nananom asemi members wo aboka wo
what committee member
opeke bi mani ya jollof
was in the assembly member
yetuane ka sa allowance ka
allowance ka no
every group is na ka 700
ko no blow budget ne ka